Hi there. This is a video to show how I use my Adelphi Filofax and some of the updates and changes I've made since I first set it up. I just noticed this morning that it's actually getting a little bit of wear. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty where I open it. See that? Yeah, so it's getting a little bit wrinkled, but I absolutely love it. I don't care. So this is an awesome organizer, very smooth quilted leather, very unique, and it has nice big rings too, and it's packed. You can see. I'm sure some of you have had this issue where actually when you open your day timer, it doesn't really sit as flat as it should. Okay, so these are my my dividers. I love them. I'm not tired of them at all. They are getting a little bit ragged. I don't know if you can see that, but they're getting a little bit worn because I take this in my purse with me every day. So I'm sort of looking at some options. I'm thinking I'm going to keep these colors because I love them, but I might trim this off and put the stick-on divider sheet tabs. So I'm gonna wait and see how that goes. So anyway, this is my dashboard page. Basically, it's just for looks, and I just wanted to show you. I was at Walmart yesterday, and I picked up a few more of these because I'm still deciding what to do with my Cuban. I want my Cuban to work with this, and I might give it the same dividers. So I'll just show you what it looks like. They have tons of them right now. They come like this. There's 3 in the pack, and they have the colored backs as well, and you can see on the cover what the designs are. So I used all 3 of these designs. Then I used one from this one. It doesn't have the primary colors, but it had this one here. I'll show you that in a second. And then I used just some file folders that I found that kind of went along with that same color story, I guess you'd say. So this is my first divider-ish thing, and this is this is one that I got from a folder, and it says it's for my diary itself. And actually behind this is my monthly calendar over here. So the diary is like the daily calendar. Then I have my info, which is this one here, and they've held up very well except for this part. I really like them still. And then this is my notes page. That's the striped one you saw above there. Then we have my money page, and then at the bottom we have the miscellaneous page, and I'll show you how I've kind of set it up. So I just took a section from each of those big dividers and just cut them down and hole punched them and put them in. So one of the first things I did was I got the clear ruler, which I really like. A lot of people talk about that, and you can see both sides. I use the week on a page. I really like that because this is just my kind of basic put stuff in. But what I will do, for example, we're going away to a flea market on Friday, so I sort of have started writing down stuff that I'd like to look for at the flea market when we go away to the city, some stuff here. Then yesterday, I'm working on my bedroom, painting it and stuff. You can tell from my hands, maybe there's paint all over them. And so I knew that there was some stuff I wanted to look for at Walmart, and I find sometimes when I go to the store, I'll get there and then I kind of forget what I was looking for. So I just took one of my clear Post-its and I put it on there and made a point of all the things I wanted to look at, and I've looked at all those now, and I made a note of them later, and I'll show you where I did that. So I can just take that out and get rid of it, and it's still there. And so now I'm back to my calendar again. Sometimes if I do that, like back here, I kind of wrote down the public swim times here and used my Post-it. Sometimes I'll leave it. It just depends. So that's that section. What I thought I would do next is maybe show you how I have subdivided my miscellaneous section. So in this section I have a goals and notes page. I have some other information, but I have this thing where when I go to get my hair cut, I like to have pictures to show I have short hair, and it can be very hard to get a really good short haircut. So what I'll do is if I see a magazine picture that I think is a good one, this one's kind of stuck together because of the glue stick, but if I see a picture I like, I'll just put it in my book so that I have it with me, and even with this one I like the color too, so I'll put that. So what I did was I put a tab up here that says hair. Then here is my section of the books I wanted to read this summer. It's been very bad. I haven't read hardly anything that I wanted to read. But there you go. So, and then the next section is my blog section. So you can see here that I have some things I wanted to cover. I have a blog, and I check off when I finish them. Now, I wanted to show you this section. Now, someone on the previous videos had this really, look, here's the one I'm doing today, video update of my Adelphi. I keep track of my videos in that section too. So someone had done this really beautiful personal, it was a zip of some kind, and they had done a trip Filofax, and it was really, really nice. Really detailed. They had done all sorts of things on this video. We are going away next week, and I was thinking, oh, I would love to do, get a video for that, do something like that. But I couldn't imagine not taking my Adelphi. So then I thought, well, maybe what I'll do is I'll make a trip section. So that's what I did. These are, I believe they were Daytimer. I talked about them on my blog too, but these are Daytimer dividers. I'm sorry, I don't have them right here with me, but I ordered them on Amazon. They came in a pack of like 10, and they don't stick out the whole way. You can see, like, you don't really, they're kind of, you see that, where trip is? They don't stick out, but actually they're really quite good. So what I thought I would do is, just for fun, is make a trip section in my Adelphi. So I obviously labeled it with my label maker. It says trip, and I used kind of my same color, kind of primary color, purple. So then, now this is a Today ruler, which I really loved from, but I didn't want to use it as my regular Today ruler, but it's from Daytimer. It's from their Flavia line, I think. It's all kind of a flowery, and so is this here. And this is too cutesy and flowery for me to use on a regular basis, but I thought, oh, this would be really cute to use for our vacation. We are going away to a place where I'm going to do some riding, horseback riding. It's a resort, and they have horses there. So I've already booked riding lessons and trail riding for that week. So I wrote those in there. Then I wrote some directions because I've had to get to some places from where we're going. Then I just have these are notes pages from the Flavia, and they're really, really nice. Then I have blank pages because I like to journal in blank pages, so I have some blank pages in here so I could do a little bit of journaling. I'm going to take my, if you've seen my videos, I have a Filofax dedicated to horseback riding and stuff, and I'm taking that with me, and I'll be doing a lot of journaling in that, but this will just be general notes about the trip. And then I sort of try to keep a color theme, so I put some lavender paper in there. And then I use this, and these again, I'm sorry, I should have had everything here with me, but I had gotten these, and I'd done a post on these. They're envelopes. I believe, again, they are Daytimer, and I've got another one at the back there. When I ordered them, I thought they were the clear plastic. They're cardboard, but they're actually very nice. And so what I wanted to do was keep track of how much I spend on the trip. So I put, and this sticks out quite far. You see that? So I labeled it with trip receipts, so that's where I'm going to keep my receipts for the trip. So I'm quite pleased with how that turned out. I think that's going to be really good. So it's just like a little subsection. Then this is my house section. So as I told you, right now I'm working on one of the rooms upstairs, and I'm trying to keep track of, since I want to get new curtains, I have to get new lighting. The lighting's kind of shot in there. So what I've done is, like for example, this is what I had to get the other day. I had to get trim color, and I had to get some stuff because my partner, he was doing drywalling. Then here's all the colors. I have I should have brought that with me too. Anyway, I have a Beautiful House Beautiful book, which they put out a couple of years ago, and it's all the best colors picked by decorators. So that's my Bible. So here are all the paint colors I was interested in for the different rooms. And then I can see I'm keeping track here of how much different things cost that I'm thinking about getting for the room. And then when we go away to the flea market, I want to make sure I have my measurements of all my stuff, so that if I see, a curtain, or if I see a bedside table that matches the one I have, like same size, then I can get that. So I'm kind of pleased that I made up those two sections there. So then I wanted to talk about, let me see here. go to the back. Oh yeah. So what I did was this, as I mentioned in one of my other posts, this is just a cheapo, post-it-y kind of thing from the dollar store. And I did what a lot of people do. I took their post-it pad off, and I put the actual, these are real post-it notes, which are the better ones. And then what I did was I took, other people had done this, they had put it on the back too. So I actually used, these are Avery ones, and they're awesome. This one's sticky right down to the bottom. And so I got these just so that in case I needed a different size of a post-it to put inside my book there. Here are my Filofax stickers. These are some cards and things. Now this is the other one of those cardboard, I believe they are Daytimer envelopes. They fit perfectly, and this was a real revelation. My passport fits in there. So it's been fantastic because now I always have my Filofax with me, so I always have my passport. I live right on the American border, so I go over to America on a very regular basis. So like that's where we do a lot of our shopping. My favorite paint store right there. So then I keep my clips up here because sometimes I want to clip things in. And normally in my Filofaxes I keep the clips up at the front and the card slot, but this Filofax does not have that. Then back here, I'm trying to keep track of my finances, and so I've been using the financial pages and tracking what I spend, but I'm trying to keep my receipts too until I get everything written in. This, I'm not going to take this out because everything will fall out, but this was a bigger envelope, and I just trimmed it. And then of course when I trimmed it, this back part was open, so I used some washi, that's how you pronounce it? Anyway, some of that nice Japanese tape, and I just sealed the end. And so now I have a nice little envelope to put receipts and things in. And then this is a pad from another organizer that I had gotten. Now I want to talk about the pen here that I have. These I got at Walmart when I was there. And it's you can see it fits really nicely in the pen loop there. By the way, I had meant to mention, when I had done my other video, I had talked about the pen loops for the Ideal Pen Loop, and I had talked about my Amazona having this elasticized pen loop, and didn't even realize that I have the same one on this one here. I don't know if you can see that, but see there's elastic on that side and there's leather on the top. So, but it still doesn't accommodate huge pens. So I normally use the Uniball pen, which I really like, but the problem is that if you're in a store or something, you're having to kind of mess around with the cap. So I've been looking for something kind of sleek with a retractable top, but I don't like ballpoints. So I found these at Walmart yesterday. I sort of saved the packaging so you guys could see it. And it's a gel retractable. And of course, you know, you buy these and don't know how it's all going to work out, but it's really good. And this, which you might, sometimes these are rubbery, and they won't, you know that they don't go through. Like, I got these ones, these aren't going to fit into anything, but they're just pretty. So, I'll show you the two of them. They came in a package too. See? But this would not slide into anything. It's very rubbery and hard to, you know, it's immovable. But this is hard plastic. So it goes right in. I don't want to move around too much, but see? It goes right in, slides right in. And if you felt it was a little unstable, you could just use your clip there and clip it in. Like so. So, yeah, so that's sort of how this has evolved. Now, I had mentioned before that I wanted to use this in conjunction with my new Cuban. So, I'll just bring the Cuban over here real quick. So here's my Cuban. And it has been working out. Like, what I'll do is I'll put like a lot of detail on these days, and then I'll put less detail on my smaller organizer. I have not really done anything to this. You can see it's extremely slim because, as I said, we're going away next week, and we're going to be going to some other different stores. So I don't want to make any decisions yet until I see, like, you know, if we end up going to Target or somewhere like that. I want to see what they have first before I start making my dividers. So I probably won't be doing a detailed video on this for a couple of weeks. But I thought you'd like to see sort of how I've been working with this one, which is always a work in progress, and I have so much fun working with this, and as I said, I use it all the time. So, yeah, so that's the video for that, and thank you very much.